Welcome to Beyond Borders Briefing, where we bring you the latest news and analysis on the world's most pressing issues. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the controversial decision by the French government to ban schoolchildren from wearing abayas, a long loose-fitting dress worn by some Muslim women, in state schools. The French Education Minister Gabriel Attal announced the ban on Sunday, ahead of the new term starting on September 4. He said that the abaya, a robe-like garment that covers the whole body except for the head, hands and feet, would not be permitted in the nation's schools from the new term, as it violates the principle of laïcité, or secularism, that governs public institutions in France. Schools of the Republic are built on very strong values and principles, especially laïcité, he told TV network TF on Sunday. For me, laïcité, when put in the framework of a school, is very clear. You enter a classroom and you must not be able to identify the religious identity of students just by looking at them, Attal said. But the move was criticized by a number of opposition lawmakers and Muslim groups, who accused the government of Islamophobia and discrimination. Daniele Obono, a prominent opposition politician, attacked the move as a new Islamophobic campaign on X, formerly known as Twitter. Jean-Luc Mélenchon, a far-left leader who placed third in France's 2022 presidential election, described his sadness to see the return to school politically polarized by a new absurd entirely artificial religious war about a woman's dress. The French Council of Muslim Worship said the abaya is mistaken by some as a Muslim religious sign, and argued that any item of clothing is not a religious sign in itself. You only have to travel through Muslim-majority countries to realize that the citizens of these countries, of all faiths, are indistinguishable based on the clothes they wear, it added. The ban on abayas is the latest in a series of contentious restrictions in France on clothing associated with Muslims. In 2004, France banned pupils from wearing headscarves and other conspicuous religious symbols in state schools. In 2010, France banned full-face veils in public, angering some in its 5 million-strong Muslim community. Last year, lawmakers backed a ban on wearing hijabs and other religious symbols in sports competitions. France has pursued these bans under the banner of secularism, which was originally aimed at removing any traditional Catholic influence from public education, but has been updated over time to include other religions. The French government says these bans are necessary to protect the values of the Republic and ensure social cohesion. But critics say these bans are discriminatory and stigmatize Muslims, especially women. The ban on abayas comes at a time when France is facing rising tensions with its Muslim population over issues such as terrorism, radicalization and integration. France has been hit by several Islamist attacks in recent years, which have sparked public outrage and political backlash. The government has also launched a crackdown on what it calls separatism, or groups that seek to create parallel societies based on religious laws. The government has proposed a bill that would tighten controls on mosques, schools and associations that receive foreign funding or promote extremist views. The bill has been denounced by some Muslim leaders as an infringement on their religious freedom and identity. Some have also warned that the bill could fuel further alienation and resentment among young Muslims who feel marginalized and discriminated against in French society. That's all for today's episode of Beyond Borders Briefing. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more news and analysis on the world's most pressing issues. Until next time, stay safe and stay informed.